Hello everyone, I'm Steve with Holy Grail Algo, and I want to show you our TradingView indicator that we have. Now this is an incredible deal. This is $49 and you get all of this. There's a whole bunch of indicators all built into this package. And let's go through this real quick. So this is Friday, January the 16th, which is the last day up to the time of this video. And this is the ES, the S&P 500 ES on a 2-minute candle. Now, by the way, this works on anything tradable. So whether it's futures, forex, equities, crypto, it doesn't matter what you trade this with. This will do this with any instrument. It does not repaint itself. So in other words, the shorts and the longs and everything you see on here will always be on there. They don't repaint themselves. And you get all these indicators built into this. And let's go through this real quick. What you have here is noticeably you're going to see these blue lines all the way across here and fewer down here. These are support and resistance lines. You can see here right there at the market open, just a little before open, we had this long call on the ES right here, and sure enough, it had pushed up. Did have a pullback and pushed up, but look what it did. It come up here and hit all this resistance right here and failed to break out of it and then push down. And looky down here, this is our MACD that comes with it. This is what we call our Holy Grail strength. And it saw this pivot coming in first because it like, hey, something's happening here. And it saw this, it printed this bear on this candle right here before that it went into a short market. And the thickness of this down here will tell you the strength of this. And sure enough, she pushed right back down. Now these lines of resistance are, the candles pretty much obey these. You can see right here, look what it did. It came down to this level of resistance right here, pushed up. This saw it, this pivot right here on this candle. It printed right here, and sure enough, she pushed right back up. It come up to this resistance right here, and rejected and pushed right back down to support right here. And again, we had a bull on the MACD. It pushed up. You can see it pushed right back up to these levels right in here, and it said, nope, we're not doing that. And it got real thin, real neutral. This is probably not an area you want to really be trading right now. And this right here told you that. But once it started coming in here, you can see that it started getting thicker and heavier. And you get these trend lines. You can see right here, we've got this red one and this upper green one. And when they come together like this, like in a triangle, you can see right here is another one. And what's going to happen is I typically don't trade in these triangles. I wait for them to break up or break down. And here you can see what happened. It absolutely broke down. This is right after we had this short print right there later in the day. This was after lunch. But you get all of these support resistance. You get this blue line right here. This is the 200 EMA. This red and then it turns to green. This is our Hall moving average. You also get these candle colors. Now, if you notice right here, we're in a long market here and all the candles stay the same color. When it breaks down and it's thinking we're going to go into short market, it recolors all of the candles to a red color. And then here you can see we had what looked to be a pivot, and it saw this and it printed it right here that hey, something's happening here. The volume's going the other way. And sure enough, it sure did. It comes up here, hits some resistance, and it's actually pretty neutral at that point. When it hit down here, it said we got a bull, but it's real thin. Look how thick this is. This is a very thin. It was weak, it was what it was saying, and sure enough, it turned back red again. So you can see the thickness of this will make quite a bit of difference. When it came down here at the bottom, look what happened here. We had a bull print. So it said, we're probably going the other way. You can see that it had turned gray. And then when it got to this candle right here, by this one here, it definitely turned green and knew that the market was definitely going in the other direction. And you can see it's pretty strong because it's real thick right here. When it gets up here, of course, again, remember, this is Friday afternoon here at this point and during lunchtime, and it's real thin. It printed this pivot right here. and it's going to basically say that it's going to roll over, and it sure enough did. So you can kind of follow this, but it gives you these longs, these shorts. It gives you a B on here for break. That's what that B is there. That means it's a breakout. It's breaking out over these trend lines. We also have included this RSI window. Now right now it's neutral, it's 50, so it's basically, it's after hours right now, so it's in an after hours condition. If this was a high RSI like over 70, this is going to turn red and kind of flash, red. If it's green, we're in a very low RSI, and we're probably going back north. You're going to see this turn a green color. But you'll see that all these come on here. All of these indicators is a package deal with this. It also comes with a dashboard right here, and if you go into the settings, you can move this dashboard here. You can resize it, make it larger or smaller, and it works pretty well. Again, this works on any kind of candles, so it doesn't matter whether you use whatever type of candles that you use in TradingView. This will work on them and still print your longs and shorts and recolor everything, and you'll get all this on your chart. Whether you trade Forex, equities, it works for anything. Anything that's tradable that you have in your TradingView chart, this will work on it. At $49 a year, it comes out to be like 13 cents a day. It's incredible value. We've had this over 5 years. We've had thousands of traders buy this. They've passed prop firms with it. We've had several that have made a nice little living out of it and a part-time living out of it. We've gotten their emails. It's really cool. So you can go and sign up for this on our website, holygrailalgo.com. We have a dashboard that you can sign up for, and you can completely manage your account with your billing and everything. If you ever want to cancel, you can actually just log in there yourself at any time, and you can click cancel, and it will cancel your TradingView out on the next billing cycle. So you don't even have to let us know. You can just do it yourself. You can also trade payment methods and everything right there into the dashboard. So you have any questions, you can let us know. You can send an email to info@holygrailalgo.com. And I want to thank everybody for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. And happy trading.